Hello, and welcome to Part 3 of the Math 0361 Practice Test 4 review. Question 21 would like us to multiply, distribute if you will. And like we did in Part 2 of this video, there are rules for numbers and there are rules for letters. So let's deal with the numbers first. Specifically, what I'd like to do is have 3 multiply to every regular number inside. Well, the first group technically doesn't have a number, so it's an understood 1. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 5 is negative 15. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. So as of this moment, all the numbers are done. Let's go to the letters. There are 2 letters, but we'll just go one at a time. Let's start with U6. What this means is we're going to add 6 to every exponent of u. So 6 plus 4 becomes u10. 6 plus 8 becomes u8. 6 plus 4 becomes u10 again. And the last 5 doesn't have any u, so that's 0. And 6 plus 0 is u6. So u's are done. Let's look at the letter V, V2. I would like to add 2 to every v. So 4 plus 2 is v6. This part doesn't have a v, so I'll just bring in v2. 2 plus 3 is v5. And then the last number doesn't have a v, so I will bring in v2. And that's it. I know it's a kind of a long answer, but that is the correct answer. So for 22, what we're going to do something is called FOIL, which means first, outside, inside, last. Here it is in action. First, 2y will multiply to negative 9y. Well, 2 times 9 is 18. Y and y is y squared. That's done. Next, 2y multiplies to negative 5, which is negative 10y. Negative 6 multiplies to 9y, which is negative 54y. And finally, negative 6 multiplies to negative 5 to become positive 30. At this point, FOIL is done. But what you can do with FOIL is you can combine the numbers in the middle. So negative 10 minus 54 becomes negative 64y. And everybody else stays exactly the same. Let's do the same thing with 23. So first, 5x times 5x is 25x squared. Then 5x times negative 2 is negative 10x. Negative 2 times 5x is negative 10x again. And negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. Once again, it's the negative 10 and the negative 10 that combines to become negative 20x. And everybody else stays the same. Alright, 24, same thing. So first, 6v times 6v is 36v2. Then, 6v times 5 is positive 30v. Negative 5 times 6 is negative 30v. And negative 5 times 5 is negative 25. We can combine the middle terms, but guess what? 30 minus 30 is 0, so it just crosses off. So whatever's left is the answer. 36v2 minus 25. 25 looks a bit strange with the x minus 4 exponent 2. The only thing exponent 2 means is it means write the problem twice. So I'm going to erase the 2 because I don't really need it anymore. but what I will do is write x minus 4 again right next to it. This is what we're really trying to solve. So first, x times x is x squared. Then, x times negative 4 is negative 4x. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x again. And negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. The negative 4x's will get together to become negative 8x. And everybody else stays the same. Alright, I put 26 on the same page as 25 and 24 for a reason, and it's not just to save space. A lot of students are going to think that 26 is FOIL. They think that because, oh, there's two parentheses, it must be FOIL. It's not FOIL. It's not FOIL because there's a plus sign in between the parentheses. Notice in 24, there's nothing in between, so that's why it's FOIL. But if there's a plus sign in between, it's not FOIL. Now, 26, it's actually easier than FOIL. You're just adding, and all you can do is add like terms. The good news is, there's only two like terms. It's just the 5x5. 5 plus 5 becomes 10x5. And that's it. Everybody else stays the same. I can't do anything with 12 and 6 because 12 has an x and 6 does not, so I'm stuck. Alright, 27 looks bad, but it's really not bad at all. We're just going to combine the like terms. Here's how I would like to do this. I want to keep the first part, the first group, as is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to start writing like terms underneath whatever I have. No, let's not do that. Let's just look at the like terms. I see negative 10x5 and I see positive 3x5. Negative 10 plus 3 is negative 7x5. That's done. Alright, next I see 9x4. But I don't see any other x4s anywhere, so that just comes down as 9x4. Okay, next I see negative 3x cubed. In the other group, I see positive 3x cubed. Well, negative 3 plus 3 is 0, so you have a choice. You can write 0x3, or better choice is, don't write it at all. Don't write anything at all. I'm not going to write anything. So I'll erase that. Alright, moving on. Alright, next is the anything with x squared. There's an x squared on the right side, but there's nothing on the left side, so negative 3x squared comes down. Okay, how about the terms with x's? Oh, well, there's 2x, there's negative 3x. 2x minus 3x is negative 1x. And finally, positive 11, negative 6. 11 minus 6 is positive 5. And believe it or not, all of that is the answer. Alright, 28 is going to work the same way with one difference. If there's a minus in front of the first parentheses, like there is here, what we're going to do is we're going to change everybody's sign. So it's going to become positive 5, positive 2x, positive 10x squared, negative 15x3, negative 2x5. Alright, let's go through this one at a time. We will start with x5. I see negative 10x5, I see negative 2x5. That's going to be negative 12x5. That's done. Alright, let's check for x4s. There's a 9x4, and that's it. Alright then, positive 9x4. Let's look for x3. Here's negative x3. Here's a negative 15x3. So that's going to become negative 18x3. Okay, let's look for x2. Nothing on the left side, but there's something on the right. Positive 10x2. Alright, let's get that down. Okay, how about regular x? Well, there's a positive 2x. There's another positive 2x. 2 plus 2 is 4x. And finally, regular numbers. Here's a positive 11. Here's a positive 5. 11 plus 5 is 16. So, a lot of stuff going on there. That is a big, big question. Alright, 29 would like us to simplify. So, watch this. First of all, if you ever have anything to a power 0, it's equal to 1. And since you don't actually have to write 1, we can just ignore it. We don't need it. Next, if you ever have an exponent that's negative, you can change it positive by moving it to the bottom. So what's left on top is just 7. On the bottom, you have B6 and B3. And remember the rules for multiplying letters. Multiplying letters means add the exponents. So 6 plus 3 is 9. 7 over B9. Alright, let's take a look at 30. First, let's take a look at the numbers. -4 and -5. The negatives cross off, but that's about it. So it will remain 4 on top and 5 in the bottom. Okay. There is an x -3 on top, which can move down to the bottom as x +3. But don't forget, there's still an x1 in the bottom as well. A2 is A2, what can I say? And then there's a B -9, which can move upstairs to become B +9. But don't forget, there's also a B1 up top as well. So now we can add the B's, add the X's, and we'll be finished. So, on top you're going to get 4B10. On the bottom it's 5X4 A2. So, that concludes the semester. All that's left is for the final. So I hope this has been a good semester for everybody. Tune in to our look up on our Google sites to look for the final exam review. And hopefully everything goes well. And I will see you again either in college algebra, contemporary math, or statistics. Thank you, and it's been a pleasure working with you this semester. Have a great day.